So I've seen someone in the comments of this video say, has nobody seen the Easter eggs, and time-stamped all the Easter eggs. But see, what I'm here for is the deeper meaning of the song. I'm gonna give my perspective, so it's all me. But I love me some Imagine Dragons, and their lyrics, if you can perceive with a certain eye, are pretty deep. Anyways, remember to be your authentic self. Remember to love yourself. And I'm always sending out a lot of love to y'all. Get out there and manifest your destiny. Let's get into Imagine Dragons Wake Up official music video. I actually used this in one of my videos, but I never covered the song fully. But I love this song, dude. Came at a very funny time as well. And here we are.
Wheels up when I'm off the ground. I'm nowhere, but I'm all around. I'm spinning and watch me now. I'm spinning. Big man when the wall between us. Big man gonna break to pieces. Spinning and can't believe it. Spinning. Turn around, turn it up. Talk a bit, zip it up. Lock you in and close it up. Yup. Everybody's coming for you. Wake up. Everybody's coming. Wake up.
I'm gonna be pausing too. What I like is that they're all wearing white, because to me it was kind of like a psych ward thing, but that's just how I'm interpreting it. But
Everybody's jumping everywhere. I'm waist up. Everybody's coming. Wake up.
like a mental institution.
Some days I'm a chameleon. Switch it up when I crawl the ceiling. Flip it upside down. I'm wheeling.
I'm gonna touch on these lyrics too, dude. I'm pausing here and there just to break it up so I don't. But I love that bar right there with the
Switch it up when I crawl. I'm a chameleon.
right here.
Some days I'm a chameleon.
Some days I'm a chameleon, because it's just
Switch
like
it up when I crawl the ceiling. Flip it upside down. I'm wheeling.
I'm gonna touch on it.
Every single one of you is coming to my mind. Bring them all together, can you stack them in a line? Jealousy is gonna be your failure, not mine. Winning. Turn around, turn it up. Talk a bit, zip it up. Lock you in and close it up. Oh, everybody's coming for you. Wake up. Everybody's coming. Wake up. Everybody's jumping everywhere. I'm waist up.
To me, the song is very straightforward, dude. I got something to say about the people with no faces, because a long time ago I had a very psychedelic experience with a friend, and we actually seen people driving cars in their cars they were driving, and they actually had no faces, which there have been people who talked about that. Also, another crazy detail with this too is I think on their tag it's an infinite loop, and what I like about him saying I like locked you in and everything is it's like I woke you up, or I gave you like pointers. I gave you like I planted little seeds, and now you see the world for what it is. And now that you're awakened, they're going to be, they're going to be coming for you. Everybody's coming for you. Wake up.
Everybody's coming. Wake up.
Yeah, see, they have a badge on them that has the infinite loop, or it has the infinity symbol. Get on up. Get on up.
Everybody's coming. Wake up. Got a case of the take or leave it. Give an inch and I'm bound to seize it. Take a chainsaw out and feed it. Come alive when you don't believe it. Write me off and I'd love to read it.
Come alive when you don't believe it. Write me off and I love to read it.
Spit your words and I'll watch you eat it.
Spit your words and I'll watch you eat it. Dig in.
Oh, everybody's coming for you. Wake up. Everybody's coming. Wake up. Everybody's jumping everywhere. I'm waist up. Everybody's coming. Wake up.
And see, in a lot of artists, like Dua Lipa even has this one in one of her songs, and I feel like it's supposed to represent something with life, like the whole Fibonacci sequence and something with this. I forgot what it is about the spiraling stairs. I forget what this symbol means, but I used to know, and I used to say it when I would catch it in videos. But you can find a lot of artists who do this shot, and I forgot what it represents. If you can break down the symbol in a conscious meaning, for me, it has to do with the Fibonacci sequence, this whole sort of golden ratio, or how the universe is a spiral, and also like Kundalini energy, but we can go all over the place. Get on up. Get on up. What are you to do when they come for you? Winners hate to lose. Whoa, I didn't remember. Whoa, hang on. That's so interesting. I didn't remember this detail right here. I don't know if I got anything to say for that part. Let me get my phone. Let's go through these lyrics really quickly. See really fast. Okay, so see what I love about this video, everything in here, there's probably even littler Easter eggs and stuff, but I love the symbols because the whole idea of the video probably intentional with the Easter eggs of everywhere there were, like that person in the comment that timestamped all these places. But again, if you look at the symbols they were showing and everything too in the video, it was like one domino falling after one domino like makes all the other dominoes fall into place, and then this idea of like, you know, you got the alcohol, and then I don't know if that was like a pill sorter, I'm not even sure, but this waking up at 6 a.m. I do too, which is fun. But this whole the gambling that tied into his bar, but like business deals, getting into space, and then it went, there's other symbols where it starts kind of going downhill, like like this right here, childhood, and like this whole sort of like cycle of life, rebirth, standing out amongst a crowd that are similar. And then that loading the gun right there, that kind of made me feel like that was a bit of a, you know, game over to yourself sort of imagery. But then right here, like toxic, like the whole crops, toxic fields, toxic waste, like crops getting sprayed, GMO, that's like what came to mind with that. And even there's all those symbols when you go back and look at them. And then like more just dancing, the seasons, you know, it's like a circus, a carnival, people going into business and work it. And then the owl also represents death, which is also change. I remember a long time ago when I had an indigenous friend who commented on an owl that landed near me, and I knew that symbol was symbolic. There's a little 30 up here. I didn't even catch that. Or 0303 in the top left. But yes, like they symbolize death or new change and rebirth. But the clocks spiraling, like even this, like the bones. I think that has bones of like, let me see. Pretty sure those are like, human remains. And gift giving, time running out, clock like ticking down. And then this too being on a tightrope. Like that symbol seems so, it would seem so out of place, right? But it doesn't. It fits very well because it's also like you're walking on a, it's like that saying, like you're on a tightrope or walking on a tightrope. See, even this, the girl with the gas mask and everything. To me, it just represents the cycles of everything going on. Even right here, politicians, all of that. It's all like this cycle. The gold, the U.S. What is it? The U.S. gold standard? I don't know. But like throwing all these symbols together basically encapsulates everything that when you wake up, you see how all of this is just like, I don't know. To me, it's just, I'm gonna say it plainly, it's a simulation. Like you realize it's a simulation. And him waking up repeatedly every morning is almost like this Groundhog Day. It's like you're kind of realizing it's the same thing. every day until you wake up to the truth of it all. Like, look around you. And he's that, even him saying, which I should just start getting into the lyrics, is where it is, everybody's coming for you, wake up. So like, if you, when you wake up to the truth, this is very, very true, man. In the beginning of my awakening, it felt like everything was coming for me, but everybody's coming, wake up. Bodies dropping everywhere, I'm waist up. And then everybody's coming, wake up. It's, to me, when you look at it with a spiritual view or a consciousness view, it's sort of this idea that everybody's going home eventually, or returning to the one truth. So I like that. I like that. And I actually said this in a video I shot recently, that when the tides really turn and the true awakening comes through, like, all right, people are awakened, but when B.O.B. had this bar, and it was, Bob, what you think the government going to do? And he said, nigga, they watching your ass to see what you going to do, to see what you going to say, and to see how you going to move. I think about that with people who are awakened, is like, we all control our own destiny. And it's this sort of idea that, like, if you look at B.O.B.'s career when he awakened and kind of went at the whole industry, it's like, when you awaken and you feel like your whole life falls apart, you feel like you lose a bunch of friends and everything like that, it's essentially the same idea, as where everyone's coming for you because you had this wake up. And in a video I recently shot, I talked about this with what Tone said in the video, but he said, I loved how he said it, and he was like, there will come a day where the people who are really awakened, they will really try to come and take those people out. So just be weary, or just, don't like manifest that destiny, because there's so many people who are awakened. But it's like, you will really see the divide between people who really embody awakening. And I mean, you see it now. And then the people who are more using it as commercial spirituality. I don't truly believe that day will ever come where it'll be a whole, maybe, you never know. But I feel like once you awaken to who you truly are, you really, like, nothing can stop you in a way. But that's not for this video. But I like where let's go through the verses now. Wheels up when I'm off the ground. I'm nowhere, but I'm all around. Again, I like that. It's like I'm this nothingness. If you think about that in a sense of like being enlightened in a way, it's like I'm nowhere. I'm everything and nothing at the same time. So that's how I took that one. Big man when a wall's between us, but a big man gonna break to pieces. Spinning and I can't believe it. That to me was about ego. So like, the bigger the ego, you're a big man when there's a wall between us. Like, almost people talking. But let's see what the annotation said. This line could be referring to the big man as a danger or an emotion behind a wall will go away because you're ignoring it. Big man gonna break to pieces. Yeah, that to me things is, again, it's you versus you in life. So essentially along the same thing is like the ego, when it breaks down, this big man gonna break to pieces. And then turn around, turn it up, talk a bit, zip it up, lock you in, and close it up is, yeah. So turn around, turn it up. So for me, turn around is, in this whole video, they're showing the external world. But when you turn your eyes inward to yourself and then turn it up, which to me is the Kundalini energy going up your back, you turn up that inner power within you, you talk a bit. So, you try to talk a bit, tell people, some people think you're weird, you're strange, you've gone crazy. So you got to zip it up, but lock you in because you're in, and close it up. Yup. And then everybody's coming for you. So this play on you had an awakening. And some days I'm a chameleon. Switch it up when I crawl the ceiling is because when you are awakened, you do have to find this way to basically master the 3D where you're still being yourself and still not allowing certain energies to affect you. But when you're awakened, certain energy doesn't affect you, but you almost end up feeling like a chameleon, because when you're around people, like, whether it be the I don't know, the family barbecue or this, you already know how to blend into these scenarios and kind of become like a master of all. You become like Neo, controller of the entire matrix, because you know where and where not to have these conversations. So some days I'm a chameleon, you know, and then the whole flip it upside down. Where is it? Flip it upside down. I'm wheeling, dealing, and then every single one of you is coming to my mind. Bring them all together. Can you stack them in a line? Jealousy is gonna be your failure, not mine. Win, and I like that because every single one of you is coming to my mind. Essentially, bring them all together. That's like, if you think about it in a you versus you sense, it's all that those aspects of your egos and parts of you, because you've been shattered in a sense, and that's why the human mind is so chaotic. But when you bring it all together, can you stack it in a line? It's like every one of you is coming to my mind, trying to like basically bring yourself down. But also, you can look at it from an external sense. When he was showing all the symbols, it's like that. Every single one of you is coming to my mind. Every single archetype and character in reality that someone is playing on the world stage is coming to his mind. But bring them in all together. Can you stack them in a line? And then jealousy is going to be your failure, not mine. Essentially, that could also be an internal thing, but also external. When the jealousy, anything that someone tries to project on you, it's going to be their failure, not yours. Because I love this Buddha quote, but you are who you think I am. I'm not who you think I am. You are who you think I am. So I love that quote. But yeah, everybody's coming for you. Wake up. And then the bridge has got a case of the take or leave it. Give an inch and I'm bound to seize it. So what I like about that is just like opportunity. When the door opens up, you know, it's just like small little things like that. It's you know, take it or leave it is sort of this idea of like, you're gonna take your power or you leave it. That's all that reality always is it's the people who are gonna choose to wake up, take it, or you're gonna leave it, not choose to wake up, maybe not be your lifetime, or opportunities. And give an inch and I'm bound to seize it is just like seizing the opportunity. But see, why they're wearing these infinite tags again is like, I think low key the person who directed this video knows we're in an infinite time loop, and essentially we're in a reincarnation cycle. I'm gonna go that far and say it. I'm gonna put it there, because the video is too psychedelic with all the colors and the film and everything, and this whole idea like these faceless people watching people. I'm gonna be real. See, even on the bed, like, I mean, the symbols are just too obvious to me. That like we're just in a reincarnation loop. But take a chainsaw out and feed it. All these could also just be rhyming, but yeah. I come alive when you don't believe it. Write me off and I'd love to read it. Spit your words and I'll watch you eat it. Dig in it. And that's true. It's like when you're awakened, you can't really be phased by the external world. That's why I like it. And the whole come alive when you don't believe it to me is, I've had experiences like this where this bar resonates with me, and it's sort of along the lines of, I don't know, it's just this whole section right here is about doubt to me. When someone on the external tries to doubt you, like, I'll write you off, try to doubt you, and you know, spit your words, and I'd love to watch you eat it. Because to me, that's like, you're proving to yourself. You're not really trying to prove it to them, but by you proving it to yourself and rising up to who you truly are and embodying the full embodiment of you, you'll notice that every time you do that or really stand in your power, these people who are trying to talk down on you and doubt you and all this and come for you in a sense will always end up eating their words. And you don't even got to bask in any satisfactory of that. I know certain people, you do feed that sometimes. Like, there should be sometimes, I've heard certain people say that there should be some times where, you know, you're humble, you've been this and blah, blah, blah. But there is a time where you should stand up and be like, look, I know I'm the GOAT because I'm the GOAT, and I feel it and say it myself. I don't need external validation. And you show up as the GOAT, show up with all your accomplishments. But, you know, and that's, you know, because I know certain people who've been humble for so long and then get tired and want to show out once. I get it. This is the whole game. But essentially, to me, that's this entire song and how beautifully crafted it is. I think with all the symbols they're showing in between, and I could like try to get detailed, but they show like airplanes and things like that. And the symbols, to me, completely represent existence in itself. You know, the clock keeps handing you hours. Even this, it was like a, there was somebody meditating. Look, this is why I love this. It goes so fast. Ready? I can go through all these scenes right here. The bonfire, like relaxing bonfire moments, clear blue skies, the sun's out, and then quickly like the rocks, almost like volcanic rocks. But look, readings. Look, getting readings, meditating, police sirens. Then, and this is why I said when he said every single one of you is coming to my mind, that bar to me is like he's saying every perspective, everyone's perspective, all these dreams and visions he's having. See visions of stuff being destroyed, almost like an oncoming war, or also, you know, what has been happening recently with wars. And it's like it's all this cycle. It's just this cycle. And even the waking up, falling on the bed and waking up very quickly. But even there, you've seen a boxer with gloves and everything. It's like every single perspective of the human race. Every single perspective of humanity captured in these little shorts. You know, people who gamble and deal, and essentially in this song, to me, he's being the embodiment of being all perspectives. Because Russell Brand said this too about people who are awakened, but essentially when you're awakened, you notice all of this, because that's what caused my awakening. I kind of was saying, like, I yelled into the sky to God before I actually realized what God was, and when it came to me. But I yelled, I remember years ago when I had my awakening, like, why is there all this pain and suffering? People, you know, drinking, drugs, the violence, the this, the that. And this is what that video encapsulates to me. I went off. I talked about the food being poisoned, this, that. I yelled to the sky. And this video reminds me of that. It really brings me through that memory of waking up. I questioned it all. Are we just born to die? Fitting in? That's why all these symbols to me make so much sense in a video like this. And it's even called Wake Up. But even their song Radioactive is deep too. I mean, it's all all these artists be knowing, I swear, unless some of them just be channeling, but I know some of them be knowing for sure, especially the person who directed this. Great job. But anyways, that's this. Much love in Moonlight. Let me know what you think. These are all my findings, of course, too, but I think it's pretty obvious from the symbols. But let me know what you think down below. And everybody's coming for you. Wake up. Much love in Moonlight.